YouTube. It's Two Tone Sports. I'm going to give you guys a special treat here. I'm going on vacation, so that's why you may see some of the same layout here, whatever. You don't care. I don't either. So this is Two Tone Sports here. I'm going to give you guys a 2-round NFL mock draft. My first 2-round NFL mock. I may surprise you on I may not take some positions that and players that you guys, I don't know why I said guys like that. You guys may not agree with in the first because I think there may be better value in the second. So I'm going to be taking a lot more of value picks versus flashy. So, with that being said, let's get into it and follow along with me, man. Let me know what you think your team will do. We're going to have some trades in here. So, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, baby. Let's dive into it. If I can find my mouse anywhere. Okay. We're going to enter this one. So, we actually have the Bears on the clock. I do think that, they already put up, no, we have to start the draft. We are going to trade out of this pick. We are going to give... We're going to give the Colts this pick. Bears are going to give up 1. The Colts are giving them 4. 35 and next year's first. Should we do next year's third? Yeah, we'll do next year's third. All right, so this is what I see happening. We're going to offer this trade. Boom, it's accepted. So, the Indianapolis Colts, all right, they're going to trade up to number 1. I see them trading up to number 1. Let me explain why. I really think the Bears want to stay within the top 5. I don't think they want to drop down past Seattle because they're going to stay in the top 5. Realistically, you're expecting the Cardinals to take an edge. So, realistically, you want the second best off the board. You don't really care if you get Anderson, Carter. You don't really care. Okay? So with that being said, we are actually going to have CJ Stroud as the first QB off the board. I just think size is going to be an issue. He came in at a little undersized at 5'10". I think if they're going to move up, they want a QB with absolute no concerns. You're not going to draft a franchise QB that has the possibility of getting hurt. I think CJ Stroud looked as fluent and as smooth as you could possibly look at the NFL Combine. He looked comfortable. All of the balls he threw looked real good. So CJ Stroud going number 1. That puts Bryce Young at number 2. He's the second best QB in this draft. I'm going to be straight up honest with you guys. He's going to go to the Texans. His passing ability is all there. Like I said, his size was a little issue, so they're going to have to build that line around him. But that will be coming. So, that being said, Will Anderson's going to go to Arizona to replace J.J. Watt. They need edge. They're going to need to really fulfill that position. Anderson's going to come in. He's going to be premier at that position. And honestly, he's going to love it out there in Arizona. He really is. He's going to absolutely thrive out there in Arizona. So, coming up next, you're going to have Jalen Carter going to Seattle. Little breaking news. Oh, I'm sorry. You have Jalen Carter going to the Bears. I agree with this pick. I think they're okay with Anderson or Carter, and they're going to come into this knowing they're going to trade back, get that capital. If they stay 1, they go Anderson. If they trade, they get Carter. If they trade past 5, maybe they get Tyree Wilson. Who knows? I think this is a hell of a pick. I get it. He has that misdemeanor charge, but it will all clear up by the time the draft comes along. I promise you that. That being said, I already mentioned his name, okay? Big news here. I probably would have went Anthony Richardson here, but I'm not. Why? Because Geno Smith just signed a 3-year deal. He's extended with Seattle. What do? They're going to go and grab Tyree Wilson. Tyree Wilson is nasty. 6'6" on the defensive line. So cool. He's really such a cool player. He's got hell of a ceiling. I love this kid, and I think Seattle fans, man, you're going to love him too once you see his tape and you're going to see how he plays. You're going to fall in love with this cat. All right. I may do something weird here. I haven't decided. I'm going to do something odd that I don't know if I've done recently. I need to look something up real quick. So, here's my thought process here. So, you guys are either going to grab Christian Gonzalez here. And the reason you're going to grab Christian Gonzalez is he's a big corner. He's a big corner. He's a necessarily need in your secondary. And let's be honest, he's a freak. I really love Christian Gonzalez. It's going to be a hell. It's going to be a hell of a. Never mind. I'll grab Christian Gonzalez here. Honestly, I was thinking about Anthony Richardson here, setting him behind Jared Goff for a year or two, and really just seeing what happens because you got to develop him. But I think honestly, the Lions aren't far away from like a win now team. So that being said, we're gonna grab Christian Gonzalez here at 6. He's gonna bolster that secondary, and you guys are gonna love him. You really are. This is interesting. I'm going to predict Jimmy Garoppolo goes to the Raiders. Okay? With that being said, you guys aren't going to grab a QB. So what are you going to have to do? My eyes, should he be number 1 off the board? No. Not at tackle. But you're going to get him the number 1 off the board because he's the most versatile offensive lineman in the draft. All right, what have you guys been thinking? Stroud, Levis. Stroud's not there. Levis is. Johnson. I do like John. Nah. Let's go Skoronski. Skoronski's going to go to the Raiders, assuming you guys get Jimmy Garoppolo. If you don't, you grab Will Levis here or Anthony Richardson, depending on if you guys want to get a little developmental. But the reason I went Skoronski is he could be a tackle. His length isn't that bad. I think his skill set and technicals are all there, but you can't deny the versatility of this kid. You can move him into guard. You can move him on either side of the tackles. That he goes number 1 to the Raiders because they have a pretty bad offensive line. Don't care who your QB is. Their offensive line is pretty rough. So now what do we do? I think he's gone. I think the Falcons do what the Falcons do in the history of their franchise. They say they love Desmond Ridder. So they're going to stick with him for a year. Why? I was going to go Anthony Richardson here, and I'm going to tell you why I'm not. I know he had a freakish combine. I know he's a freak athlete. I'm going to tell you why I'm not. The Falcons are totally okay riding Desmond Ridder this year. If he fails the QBs next year, Caleb Williams and May, they're going to be possibly a top 5 pick if Ridder fails. And I mean fails. If not, you hit a home run, and now you got your QB of the future. It's a risk they're willing to take for 1 year. If not, it puts you in the top 10 to grab Caleb Williams, who's probably going to be the number 1 overall pick next year, but the QB class is much better than this one. So with that being said, we are going to grab the best edge off the board at this point. I think they still go Myles Murphy. Okay, so they're going to go Myles Murphy. I'm a big fan of Myles Murphy. Boom. Let's open this bad boy up. All right, first look at him. 6'5", 275. He's going to be an every down edge. It's what they need. I think it's a huge pick. And it fits their team. It really does. It fits their team. I know you guys are calling me kind of crazy. Anthony Richardson and Levis are on the board. Well, Jimmy Garoppolo went to the Raiders, who you all have taken a QB. So what happens here? Panthers take your boy Anthony Richardson. I genuinely think Anthony Richardson should go over Will Levis. I don't like Will Levis's decision making. I think he throws the ball a little bit scary. I think it's a good move. He's an athletic freak. Throw him into the fire. Throw him into the fire. I mean, you could bring Darnold back. You can, who do they have? Mackerel there, I think. Let this kid learn, and you're going to reap the benefits. You're going to reap the benefits. I think it's a huge pick for you guys. I think it's a massive pick for you guys. I mean, he ran, what, a 4.43? He's great size, cannon of an arm. Just teach him how to be a QB. Teach him how to read defense. I love this. I love this. Okay, with that being said, you are going to see a nice trade here. Okay, you're going to see a trade. You will see the Commanders move up to 10. You're going to see the Commanders move up to pick 10. Okay, they're going to hop 6 spots. Why do they need to do this? You got the Jets here. You're going to offer this trade to... are they really going to trade with the Eagles? Yeah, they're going to trade with the Eagles. Boom. You got the Commanders moving up to take Big Will. I'm not sold on their QB play. Carson Wentz sucked. Okay? They're going to go young. I get it. They have bigger needs. I mean, QB is a pretty big need. But let's be honest. They have a blaring corner need. They have some offensive line help. Whatever. Eagles, they're okay. They just want capital at this point. All right? They don't have any blaring needs. So they trade back. Will Levis goes 10 to the Commanders. I think it's an awesome move. I know you're trading within your rivals, but it's a really good move. So now we got Paris Johnson going to the Tennessee Titans. I really like this pick. There's rumors that they may be shopping Derrick Henry. If not, I don't care. You still need an offensive line. Paris Johnson is a tank there. Arguably tackle 1 in the draft. 6'6", 310. Had a hell of a combine. Looks solid. And he's what Tennessee needs. So, moving on to the Texans. So, we grab Bryce Young and the first pick. Now, what do we do? What do we do? You grabbed your QB. Why don't I see him? I'm going to have them grabbing Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith tested out at the Combine. There's always these trade talks about Jerry Hughes, blah, blah, blah. He may go. Well, guess what? You just grabbed a freaking edge that ran, what, a 4.39, if I'm not mistaken? I mean, the kid was burning. You got to put a little size on him. But hell, get rid of Jerry Hughes now. They can go receiver here. You don't know. This one's tough. This one is tough. I'm also going to have the Jets. I mean, it's the only other place I see him. I'm going to say Rodgers doesn't go anywhere. Okay? I'm going to say Rodgers doesn't go anywhere. they're kind of screwed here. They're pretty pissed off that Washington just moved up to take Levis. They're sitting here looking at this board. Dorian Thompson-Robinson had a really good combine. I thought Jaron Hall did too. That's really about it. But this is not where you take a QB. I'm sorry. This is not where you take a QB. So what do? You need to shore up whoever the hell you're going to have a QB. They're going to take Broderick Jones. I'm a big, big fan of Broderick Jones. He had a hell of a combine. He looked strong, man. He looked really strong in that combine. This is a phenomenal pick for them. It really is. Phenomenal pick for them. So, that being said, we got Christian Gonzalez off the board as the first corner. Now we're coming back down here. What do you fans want? Peter Skronsky, he's off the board. They're on. I am not as high on Lucas Van Ness anymore as I was before the combine. I don't know why, but I just constantly see Brian Branch. I know he didn't test well in my eyes, but I constantly see Brian Branch going to New England. He's going to be a Swiss Army knife. He's going to be a freak there. Kid can play all over the field, every position, and he's a hell of a tackler. This one can get interesting too. Off the board. Quentin Johnston, Ladies and gentlemen, it's hard for me not to go Michael Mayer here. I gotta be honest. This one's got me a little stumped. Screw it. I would still like Michael Mayer going to Green Bay. I don't know why they need a tight end. It gives Rodgers another target. I don't think Rodgers leaves. Let's be honest. Yeah, I know he didn't run like a blazing speed in the combine. I know he didn't. But, boom. Here you have it. Kid can get open. Kid can run routes. And he uses his body right. I think it's a great fit for them. I'm going to drive some of you Eagles fans crazy. You guys released Miles Sanders. He ain't going anywhere. So you guys trade back, grab the draft capital, and guess what? You grab Bijan Robinson at 16. He had a ridiculous combine. Proved why he's number one. Clear number one running back. I know you guys are going nuts. You guys went from 17 back to 6. You guys went from 10 back to 16, and you grab a running back? Is your biggest need? No. It's a hole. Picture your back with Bijan Robinson and Jalen Hurts, and guess what? And you make it back to the Super Bowl. Why? Because of that dynamic offense. You're going to have Jalen Hurts back there, who's a run threat. Then you're going to have Bijan, who's a passing and run threat. And then you got A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith on the outside, and Dallas Goedert. Come on. That's one of the scariest offenses in the league. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear the bull crap about, running back first round. Blah. I don't want to hear it. I don't. So we got some good linebacker on the board. We got Lucas Van Ness on the board, who's going to be drafted to the Steelers. Why? Because if you're going to put Lucas Van Ness on the same line as TJ Watt and have him learn from him, you could have two Pro Bowl edge rushers on the same line. I'm going to say it. That's insane. All right, so what do we do here? Now we got Christian Gonzalez in the first pick. Okay, so your corner is pretty shirt up. So now what do we do? Now you already got corner. He's got Christian Gonzalez wasn't going to be here at 18. He tested out. Bijan, you're going to bring back Jamal Williams. All right, we're not really worried about that. Jeez, where is he? Did I pass him? Tell me they don't have him as I mean, that's blasphemous. Trenton Simpson's going at 18. Trenton Simpson tested very well. He had a very good 40. He needs to put on a little bit more size, but the kid's all over the place. I think he's a great, great, great pick. Great pick. Here we are with Tampa on the clock. What do you guys want? Mayer's off the board. I like that. He's off the board. I don't like that. Bijan's off the board. We're going to grab Anton Harrison here. Whether you want to keep him at tackle, kick him in at guard, he's arguably one of the best pass blocking offensive linemen in this game as of in this draft as of right now. I love it. I think it's a great pick. And let's be honest, you guys need to rebuild. Whoever, if you guys are going to go with Trask, then this is something you need to do. You need to fortify that offensive line. You got the weapons on the outside. Keep them healthy. See what you got. And if that's not the case, go QB next year. Either way, you need to keep them up. So this one's pretty easy for me. I don't know where the hell you guys rank him. Osiris Torrance is going to Seattle. You guys already re-signed Gino to 3 years. What'd you do? You got Tyree Wilson, your edge in the front. Now you got your guard of the future in the back. Love this pick. Huge pick, actually, for your franchise. Osiris Torrance doesn't get enough love. I thought he looked really good. I thought he looked really, really good at the combine, to be honest with you. Going here, I genuinely think the Chargers could go tackle. You don't know if Pipkins is resigning. We don't know what we're doing at linebacker as of yet. I don't think corner is one of the biggest needs. Michael Davis had a hell of a bounce back year. You do have J.C. Jackson on an injury. It's tough. You still got Asante Samuel Jr. I know Bryce Callahan's going into free agency. But this would be my favorite pick here. Why? Darnell Washington ran a good 40 time, 6'7", and he's going to be an extra tackle out there. It's what the Chargers need. You need to keep Herbert healthy. You got Eckler in the backfield. This is a hell of a pick. I don't like the receiver depth at this point. Yeah, like I can go Jackson Smith the Jigba, but you want that deep threat. This is not where you use it. Grab Darnell Washington at tight end. I understand we still have Gerald Everett. I understand it. Tackle, I'm getting there. We'll see it maybe in the second round. We'll maybe see a receiver in the second round. Who knows? I think he can re-sign Pipkins, I got to be honest. Moving on to the Ravens. Quentin Johnston is going to be their wide receiver 1. I mean, let's be honest. The Ravens really, really, really need this. They're going to franchise tag Lamar if he doesn't agree to a contract. He's not going to be happy, don't get me wrong. But they're going to franchise tag him. They're absolutely going to franchise tag him. So Quentin Johnston's going to be the all-around receiver. He's tall. He's fast. He's a 50-50 player, too. You can get that ball, 50-50 ball. I think it's huge. So, boom. Now we're moving on to the Vikings. What do we got here? The Vikings are going to go Joey Porter Jr. I think this is absolutely huge for them. It just fits a need. Joey Porter Jr. looked really, really good in the measurements in the combine. I expected him to run a little quicker, I got to be honest with you. But, yeah. So, now you're going to go here and let's see. Guard center. This is hard for me. I liked Brian Branch, but I thought he tested pretty well, too. I'm going to go Antonio Johnson for them. I keep liking him there. I really like him at safety. I expect him to be a little bit quicker, but it really is going to fit their need. This next one, Giants, pretty easy for me. Jackson Smith and the Jigba going there. Daniel Jones needs a receiver. We don't know what's going on with Barkley. I mean, they don't have a receiver on their roster that's over 500 yards pretty much, I think. And this is a hell of a pick. This is absolutely what they need. This is 100% what they need. Dallas Cowboys, this one's rough. I have a different player here for them. Corner, but different player. I think they're going to go Devon Witherspoon. I didn't see him there. They're going to go Devon Witherspoon. He's still on the board. It's a hell of a value pick. Trayvon Diggs did all right last year. They're going to have Witherspoon there to fill a hell of a hole. Once again, these other ones they can fill later on in the draft or free agency. I don't really know. I don't know off the top of the head what their cap would be. But let's move into the Bengals here. They're going to get one of the cooler guys in this draft who didn't get. Sorry, we're on Buffalo. Eh. Osiris Torrance is gone. Bijan's gone. Antonio Johnson's got all these. Jordan Addison's not gone. I could see Jordan Addison there. But they may be missing a safety. Damn. I also can't have him keep falling. I'm going to do it. I really like this kid. I really like Luke Whippler out of Ohio State, center, going into the first round. It's a need for them. They're going to keep Josh Allen upright. I think it's something they need to do. It's a little bit of a reach, but you gotta invest. You gotta invest. You really do. DeJuan Jones going to the Bengals. This one's pretty easy. They need defensive line help, and they should just continue to grab it. Saints do not need a QB. I believe the reports were that Derek Carr is going there. So, with that being said, you're going to see a little run here. Okay? You're going to see Jordan Addison going to the Saints. Boom. I think this is a hell of a pick. It's really cool because, let's be honest, how long is Michael Thomas going to be on that roster? Derek Carr needs somebody to throw to. Jordan Addison's a hell of a route runner, speedster guy. Every down receiver. I'm a real big fan of it. So, boom, boom, boom. He goes there. This next pick, I'm going to see Kancey going to the Eagles, putting him, the pass rusher, defensive tackle, next to Jordan Davis, the defensive tackle. Why are you doing this? Well, you traded back, boom, you got Bijan, and now you got another value pick. You can't believe Kancey's here. I can't believe Kancey's here. So, now what happens? The Chiefs hit the home run on Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers is an absolute burner. I expected him to run a little bit quicker in the combine, but let's be honest, when this kid has got the ball in his hands, he's a freaking playmaker. And he is an all-around playmaker. I mean, this is a great pick for you guys. Wild. And let's be honest, this sets up the Steelers for something that they really, really want. So you got Lucas Van Ness here at 17. All right, so you grab that edge. You like the value, blah, blah, blah. Scroll too far down. Now, what do you need? You need that tackle still. And what is that? I love Darnell Wright. Darnell Wright's going to come here. He's going to be your tackle of the future. He's a big boy. Okay? He's a big, big boy. And let's see this. Look at his stats. Sorry, up here. 5 in 2020. 3 in 21. 0. He was dominant in 2021. In 2022, sorry. They need a tackle. There's your guy. It's what you need to do. Love this pick. All right, we're going to scroll back up to the Texans. What do the Texans do? They grabbed Young. They grabbed their edge. So they got their QB. They got their edge. What do you want in the second round? I mean, come on. He's gone. I saw his name. Brian Brees. Brian Brees, you're grabbing him in the second round. This is crazy. Okay, now you just grabbed an edge and a lineman. Is it totally necessary? No. Why did you do it? Two-tone, why did you do it? Look at the value. This kid's a freaking first-round talent. He's fallen because of his injury history and everything. You gotta take him. You gotta take him. All right, now you got the Cardinals. Can't believe Deontay Banks is here. I can't either. I don't know what the hell I was doing. He should be a first-round pick, but he's here. The way this fell around, he's here. Deontay Banks ran a blazing 40. You guys really are shoring up on this defense, huh? Where are the Cardinals? You got Will Anderson, and now you arguably got a CB1. You arguably got a CB1. This kid's gonna be a starter. All right, look at him. 6'2", 205, and ran a blazing 40-yard dash. I love this. All right, so now what do we do? Now we got the Bears, got Jalen Carter. Okay, so now what? Now we got needs. All right, you got tight end, offensive line, defensive line, blah, blah, blah. Let's start taking best available here. All right, so in my eyes, what wide receivers do we have on the board? Let's look. Remember, you got one at 54 down here. All right. So, we're gonna say Now what? Boom. You see him right here. I'm going to take Dalton Kincaid. I know he was there. I'm going to take Dalton Kincaid. It's a need for you guys. Dalton Kincaid looked solid. Kid is a receiving tight end. I mean, look at him. He's going to come in. You're going to give Justin Fields another target. It's a no-brainer for me. Absolute no-brainer. Hey, yo. Welcome to the NFL Draft. Welcome to the NFL Draft Los Angeles Rams. About time you guys get a pick, huh? About damn time. So let's draft for some value here. So realistically, I already see my guy. I think they do love their edge rushers down there, though. Tuli Tuipulotu is not in the. I don't even know if he's in the second round for me anymore. I gotta be honest. I really don't know. I'm gonna have them take Jalen Duncan. I'm going to have them take Jalen Duncan here. They need the offensive line help. This is good value. This kid's pretty good. I know he let up 7 sacks, but you're not expecting a clean stat sheet on every single person that walks in this door. 6'6", 320. He's going to come in. He's going to start for you guys. That's my honest opinion. He's going to start for you guys. So now we got Seattle here. Seattle, what are we doing? All right, we got Tyree Wilson in the first round. We got Osiris Torrance in the next. So we got the trenches, all right? So we got the trenches. So now what do we do? Do we get a little greedy? Seattle, do we get a little greedy? Or unfortunately, we can't draft this kid. He tore his ACL. Really, really sad. I'm going to grab John Michael Schmitz. You guys are going to absolutely revamp your entire offensive line. You're going to have two starting rookies on that offensive line. Okay? You got Osiris Torrance in at guard, and now you got a new center. Congrats, man. That's really, really cool. Really, really huge. Really huge. Huge news. What do we do here, Vegas? I see his name. What do we do? We went Skoronski in the beginning, didn't we? So we went Skoronski because of the versatility. We're also assuming that Jimmy Garoppolo goes here. So Darnell Wright's off the board. Off the board. Off the board. I think you guys are going to get some pretty good value here in Cam Smith. Cam Smith's coming off the board to the Vegas Raiders. I think this is a really good pick, really good value. Some people have him in the first round. Honestly, after the combine, Keely Ringo hopped him for me. Keely Ringo ran an absolute crazy 40-yard dash. And this position has some really good depth. It really does. So with that being said, now we got the Panthers. Panthers went Anthony Richardson. So now what do you do? Now what do you do? What do we got here, Panthers fan? What are we thinking? Dalton Kincaid? Nah. Do we have anything else? I mean, ugh. This is tough. This is tough for me. I'm gonna do it. Jahmyr Gibbs is gonna go. Realistically, I think this kid could be a first round talent, but we all know how teams view. Running backs. Bijan is realistically the only first round talent. I think Jahmyr Gibbs could go first round, but honestly, if he's on the board here, dude, you guys just got a hell of an offense. I mean, that's a crazy offense. If you really want me to be truthful with you, that's a crazy offense. So now we're here with the Saints. All right, Saints got Jordan Addison in the first round. Boom. You got your QB and Derek Carr. Boom. Now you're going to have to get an edge rusher. I'm just going to say that I don't know. It's either you're going tackle or edge rusher. And the reason I'm saying this is because I don't know if either Cam Jordan or your one, I believe it's a guard, is going to be there. So with that being said, let's go edge. We're going to go edge rusher here for the Saints. And that, we're going to grab BJ Ojulari. I think BJ Ojulari is a freak. I think it's a great pick for you guys. Very good value. And yeah, it's going to fill a hole. I don't know what you do with Cam Jordan. I mean, his contract is absurd. You're either releasing Cam Jordan. If you release Cam Jordan, you go BJ Ojulari. If you release the guard, then you go a guard here or a tackle here that you can put at guard. So, yeah. Here we are. Tennessee went Paris Johnson. So we got the tackle spot pretty shored up because Taylor Lewan's gone. So what do? You're kind of analyzing the wide receiver position here. What do we think? All right, now we're starting to take one off the board. Kayshon Boutte, by the way, dropped to a round 3 pick for me. He dropped for a round 3 pick for me after his combine. It was no bueno. If you want to know the truth, it was no bueno. So, I just wanted you guys to see his hair. Look at that hair. We're going to go Josh Downs. We're going to go Josh Downs here. They need a receiver desperately need a receiver. This next one's really easy for me. And he honestly should have been off the board. That's crazy. Mozzie Smith here to the Browns on their first pick. A big fan of this Mozzie Smith. He was dominant. He looks very, very good. Honestly, he could be a first rounder in my eyes. He could be a first rounder. This is very good. If you're a Browns fan, you're really, really happy with this. Hey, Jets, what did we do for you in the first round? You guys got your tackle. Why did we say it? You guys aren't really going to get Rodgers. I think you guys are going to whiff a little bit here. I really do. I think you guys are going to whiff a little bit. But you guys are kind of in win now mode. You guys are definitely in win now mode. He's gone. Drew Sanders is still there. You know what? If he's still on the board, we're taking him right now. Is he in that linebacker? Yeah, Drew Sanders is going to go to the Jets. Realistically, you're going to find something about your QB. You got to do something. Maybe you go, I don't like it, but maybe you go Winston. I don't like it, but maybe that's what you do. Now we got the Falcons back on the clock. What did we do for the Falcons? We got Myles Murphy, edge here. So edge is off the board. You still need a receiver. You still need a linebacker. We got to trade here. What are we thinking? You still need a receiver. You still need a linebacker. And let's be honest, you got your deep threat in. You got like your big boy in. Oh God, Drake London. So now you guys are gonna get. You guys may get your little speedster here. You may get your little speedster. You know, we're going to give you guys Jalen Hyatt. We're going to give you guys Jalen Hyatt. The value's there. I really, really like it. And that's going to be your pick. I think we went Michael Mayer first here for the Packers. We went Michael Mayer. So what do we do? What do we do, guys? Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, they kind of need edge bad. No, we already went tight end. Will McDonald. Will McDonald's coming off the board here. You guys are crazy, crazy value. I really didn't want to. I wasn't like full on taking him right there, but the value's there. I really, really like it. I just think it's gonna be it's just good value, and it's a position of need, to be frank with you. You got Brian Branch. You got your D back here. So now what do? You don't need QB. Stop. Yeah, there he is. Did we already take him? We got Cody going here. I think Cody really improved himself and did very well, honestly, at the combine. And yeah, I think he did phenomenal at the combine. Here we got an Eagles pick due to a trade. So in this, we're actually going. Didn't we already do? Yeah, we got defensive interior. Oh, we traded. We got Bijan, and we got defensive interior. All right, good. So let's keep it up. Poor kid. Every time I see his name, it hurts. They already got their center of the future. They drafted him last year. They do need a guard, too. I do like this kid. I do. We'll go Steve. We're gonna go Steve. You really want to keep that offensive line at tip top. Did we go edge? I mean, they do like their rotation at edge. Hold up. Felix Nduke-Uzama is gonna go here. Felix Nduke-Uzama I really like here. Very good value. You know how they feel about the rotation piece at edge. They're gonna have to rotate because they got Quinn and Graham as free agents, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So it's going to be another rotational piece, and that's hella value there. All right, so now we get the Lions back up here. So Lions went Christian Gonzalez, then the Lions went Trenton Simpson. So they went defense, completely went defense. Now Giants. Nobody thinks like I do. Lions fans, you guys are going to take Tanner McKee. Jared Goff, I understand, is on that roster still. But let's be honest. Let's start grooming that QB of the future. Tanner McKee's there. I really like him here. Let's be honest, it's good value. I know you're taking second round, but hey, man, you don't want that glaring hole in offense. I like Tanner McKee coming off the board there. Now we're on to the Steelers. All right, for the Steelers, I know we went Lucas Van Ness. We still need tackle. We still need that tackle, and we still need that corner. Who do we got here? I really like Blake Freeland. Blake Freeland shot up my board, honestly, in the combine. And let's take a look at this kid. He really, really looked good. First look, what are you going to say? 5th round. I don't agree with that. Second is definitely a little too high for him. 6'8", 305. Give this kid some love, would you? Look at this. Let up 1 sack. He has the stats. Give this kid love. I like this here. I really, really like this here. All right. Now we're on to the Bucks. Now, Bucks, what do you do? What did you do in the first round? Bucks. You got your tackle, all right? So you got Anton Harrison. So now what do we do? Boom. I have your idea. You got Hendon Hooker. Hendon Hooker's going to the Bucks. Yeah, his knee's going to look fine, whatever. Now you have Kyle Trask and Hendon Hooker there, two young QBs. Let them battle it out. Let them have some fun, would you? I like it. Who are on the board? We got Seattle. So you grabbed your center. You grabbed your guard. Where's Osiris Torrance? Osiris Torrance. You grabbed your guard. And you grabbed your edge. What do you do? Cansey's off the board. I see him there. I see him there. I can't believe he's still on the board. Boom. Siiki Ika. Hella value at 51. Crazy value, actually. Crazy value. All right. Big fan of this. He's going to plug that line. Now you got the trenches shored up, man. You really do. You got the trenches shored up. Now we're on to the Dolphins. I really like a tight end here. I don't know about Garrett Williams. I don't know about him. They do need a corner. Manuel Forbes. Fuck. Whoa. Keely Ringo? What am I thinking? Keely Ringo's still on the board? Keely Ringo's not going to drop this far. Honestly, at this point, swap Cam Smith. I would swap Cam Smith with Keely Ringo. I'm putting Keely Ringo to the Raiders and then Cam Smith over down here to the Dolphins. He honestly slid down my list. I didn't even think about him. But either way, the cornerback is needed for the Dolphins, okay? Needed for the Dolphins. So now what do? We got the Chargers up. What did they do? They grabbed Darnell Washington with their first pick. All right, we don't really need corner. We do need linebacker. I got a piece of hair that's in my face. Can't get it out. Keely Ringo's gone. They already got tight end. All right, so let's take another look at receiver here. I do want that burner. Let me tell you, I want that burner, but I just can't take it at this value. Oh, let me get rid of that. I can't take it at this value. I'm also going to tell you guys that I'm not sold on this kid. I'm really not. I'm sold on this kid. Noah Sewell, they need somebody to stop the run. Noah Sewell is going to come in. I mean, I just think it's a very good pick. I really do. Run defense snaps. Look at his tackles. He's all over the place. He had a decent 40 for 253 pounds too. He's gonna come in and do very well stopping the run. I think that's what they really need to draft for. So now you got the Bears up. All right. So now we got the Bears. Bears. What did we do? We did Jalen Carter. And then what we did Dalton Kincaid here. All right. So Bears. Now we got tight end and defensive line crossed off. So now what? What do you guys want? You wanted boom, boom, boom. They're all off the board. So I'll give you somebody else. I really like Steve here. I do. I really like Steve. He's gone. Okay, you guys need to just keep building and putting on that offensive line. I think it's a genius move. Lions, baby, you're on the clock. Lions, you got Christian Gonzalez. Then you got Trenton Simpson. Okay? And then you got your QB, Tanner McKee, for the future. I think it's a good pick. I really like that pick there. So now what? Gone. I'm going to do something different. Okay? This is where you get your Hawkinson replacement in Luke Musgrave. Luke Musgrave, I love this pick here. Honestly, it's a hell of a pick. It's good value. And we're not seeing any movement here either. Maybe we make a trade here shortly. I don't like Andre Carter anymore in the second round. Something just hit my head. Okay. I just thought of something. Now we got Jacksonville Jaguars on the clock. What do you guys want? Keely Ringo? I already see him. All right. Let me just make sure we didn't double dip here. Moving up here, we got Jacksonville Jaguars, Antonio Johnson in the secondary, and that's it. All right. So what do you realistically want to do when a player like... You're going to go Sam Laporta. I really, really like Sam Laporta. Sam Laporta here. I think he had a very, very good draft. Big fan. Big fan of him in the draft. Big fan of him before. I'm sorry, he had a very good combine. Excuse me. Big fan of him before it, and I just think it's a hell of a pick. It's something you need. It's something you guys desperately need. All right, so now we're gonna get crazy value here for you Giants fans. All right, you guys went Jackson Smith and Njigba with your first round pick. You guys need a corner. We're gonna go Emmanuel Forbes here. For the Giants, that's a hell of a pick. Hell of a pick. All right. Boom. You got Devon Witherspoon in the first round. You Cowboys fans, guess what you guys are going to do? Gone. Okay. Guess what you guys are going to do in the second round now? I don't like the wide receivers here. There's a hell of a gap in receivers, I have to be honest. I know what you guys are going to do. All right, Dalton Schultz is out of the building. So you guys are going to go arguably one of my biggest movers in the draft. Zach Kuntz moved himself into the second round. I don't want to see this shit. Okay. 6'8", 245, had a blazing 40-yard dash. You guys went Zach Kuntz. This kid's going to move people. You guys need to replace Dalton Schultz, and here you go. I get it. You guys have backup tight ends and whatever. There's no other value here. Take the reach on the 6'8 kid. I like it. I really do. I like it. All right, now you got Buffalo Bills here. I do like this. And guess what? Buffalo, that's what you're doing. Let's find Jamie Robinson. I just want to look and see who's still on the board here. All right, Jamie Robinson's going to go to Buffalo. I'm guessing Jordan Poyer's not going to be there. He's going to come in and be your replacement. This is huge. Big filling. Really, really like this pick. Now, we got the Bengals. You guys went tackle, something you really needed. Now what do you do? It's obvious. I definitely will see the name here. This one's pretty easy for me. You guys are going to go, oh, I do like Tyreek Stevenson, though. I do like Tyreek Stevenson. Yeah, we're going to go Tyreek Stevenson here. We're going to go Tyreek Stevenson. You guys need help in the secondary. And you guys definitely need a corner. You got your tackle in the first round. Now you got your corner in the second. Let's check out this defensive interior. Do we still have anybody on this list? I really like Urban Dexter. Not going to be on the board much longer, to be honest. And I just think this is a hell of a pick for you guys. This is a definite pick that needs to be made. And I mean, this is a hell of value. Tyreek Stevenson in the second round, crazy good value. So now we're on to the Panthers, all right? They got Anthony Richardson in the first. You got a halfback in the second. Well, guys, you got your QB. Boom. Maybe it's time. Keion White. I don't think Keion White will fall this far. He's nasty. Boom. Here's your edge rusher, Keion White. Big fan of him. I mean, watch his combine, watch everything. I mean, look, ready? We're going to come in here. Keon White, 6'5", 286. All right, yeah, he's 24 years old. Big whoop. Kid, it was nasty. He's got a high motor. He's aggressive, and he's there the next level. All right, so Eagles fans, I know you're probably upset with me. We did Bijan. All right, we did Bijan. Then we did Cansey. Big fan of Cansey. That's a great pick. If you don't give that an A-plus pick, I'm going to freak out on you. All right, then we did Edge again. Or not again. We did Edge. And now what do you need? I see him on the board already. Yeah, he's there. Let's get a fan favorite here. Eli Ricks. Eli Ricks is going to go to the Eagles. Boom. We don't know what's going on with C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Darius Slay, or C.J. Gardner-Johnson safety. Darius Slay is going to be a free agent in, next year. Why can't I think of his name from the Giants? James Bradbury is going to test free agency, most likely. Let's go in and get Eli Ricks to get that a little depth at that position. All right, guys. Now, last pick in the second round, they went Zay Flowers in the first. Now, what do? I do like Isaiah Foskey. This kid moved up my board, too. That's unfortunate. I'm not even going to attempt to say his name. All right? Because I know I'm going to butcher it, but he's going to go to the Chiefs to end the second round. 6'2", 280, 4'4", 40. At 282 pounds is wild. All right. Where do they have this kid ranked? 59, going to 63. He's probably going to go higher than that. Kid had a crazy combine. I just don't like this Henley kid. I don't know what's about him. I really don't know. I just don't know. He's 232 at linebacker. I don't know why. But we're going to end this second round with an edge rusher for the Chiefs. Congrats, guys. You made it through a 2-round, TwoToneSports mock draft. I would say my only biggest mistake is probably Keely Ringo's not going to fall that far. This last edge that I just drafted is probably going to get drafted before that. Maybe took a reach on Kuntz. Maybe Zach Charbonnet is going to, I think that's how you say his last name, is going to go in the second. Jahmyr Gibbs may go in quicker. Tanner McKee, maybe not to the Lions. Who knows? This was kind of a crazy one. We got a couple trades in there. We didn't really trade in the second round. I definitely think you can see some trades in the second round. I would like to definitely do some more 2-round mock drafts. But yeah, this was fun. I'm really this new mic makes me want to make some videos more. This is a lot of fun. That being said, let me know what you guys think about your team's 2-round mock. It's kind of hard for me to draft some wide receivers out of the first because I honestly see there as I kind of see it as a drop off. Like Quentin Johnston, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Jordan Addison, Zay Flowers are really my only first round. I could be forgetting somebody, but really are my only first round receivers. And then I see a big drop off to like Jalen Hyatt, Josh Downs. Like there's just a big drop off for those guys. I'm seeing more value in offensive line. I'm seeing more value in corner. I'm seeing more value in tight end. I know it's deep. Let's be honest, probably reached on that Kuntz kid. He probably is going to be a 3rd or 4th rounder. Probably going to be a day 3 kid. But I'm obsessed with him. Really like him. But corner's another deep one. And edge rush is good. Linebacker's tough. And safety's a little tough. So with that being said, guys, Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think about the 2-round mock draft. What would you do differently? Once again, Two Tone Sports here. Thank you guys for watching. God bless.